Let's go over today's trade. It's been a few weeks since I've done a journal. Um, this mic still needs fixing. It's just dead floppy. Just needs tightening up, but I've still got this up. Just keep it there with me. Today was manic, bro. But there was no emotions. I kept exactly to said what I was gonna do, and it turned out to be a good day. Wow, wow. Okay, and SmackDown. I'm just having a look how prices reacted over. Wow. Okay, let's see this. So coming into market open, we had a bit of just accumulation here. We came up and then we just accumulated again. As you can see here, just this accumulation. We had this LRLR, low resistance liquidity run. If we look on the 1 minute, there you can see relative equal highs, all this low resistance liquidity, just build up, build up, build up. So market opened here. Let me just check this is working. Market opened here. Wait, where's it gone? I thought that's just disappeared. There we go. So market opened here. We came down. I saw this initial V shape. It looked nice because look, we took out some lows, but it was nothing significant. It was, straight to market open. Came down again. Then this was where I was beginning to get interested. On the 30-second, it looked nice as well on this V shape, but I was waiting for this to be inversed. It didn't get inversed because I probably would have got in if we had inversed this. Well, actually, we did here, but I didn't respond. I didn't do it. I'll tell you why. So, yeah, came up here, rejected, didn't answer. Now, if you look here, look how we just tapped. This is a 1 hour gap, right? Come on. No. Um, sorry, I can get rid of these. I don't need these anymore. Okay, so we had this 1 hour gap. Now, the very first presented was actually here, but I wasn't too interested because this included a 4 hour gap. If we look here, this was the first presented on this leg. As you can see, we had two. We were already trading within it, so I was disinterested in this. It was this first presented 4 hour, and then on top of that, we had a 1 hour fair value gap overlapping, and then we had a 15-minute first presented gap. So that was my ideal for the day, looking for this to get swept. Obviously, we're trading, as you can see here, this moved down prior to market open. We're trading internal to then external liquidity. Same with ES. Obviously, as you can see, we did hit the external liquidity. We didn't on Nasdaq, and this was why I was being very careful on the trade when I was in it. Sorry, just trying to get rid of bits I don't need. Um, so yeah, we came down initially. And as you can see, we stacked some relative equal lows, and then watch is too tight, man. So yeah, we stacked some relative equal lows, which was perfect for a retweet. Plus, we literally tagged this 1 hour plus the 4 hour. I think it's a bit hard to tell. It's kind of. Oh wait, was this the candle? Yeah, look at this. Look, we literally tagged the 4 hour, and I wanted some sort of deeper retrace. We didn't get a full deep retrace, but um, it was enough, right? So if we come down to the 1 minute now, and by the way, this is, as we can see, this is like an hour into market open. So we came up, we did hit this, we did invest this 1 minute for value gap, and then all of these. But like I said, we left, we left the kind of a deeper retrace into this, and we didn't even have a candle close in. So I was fully expecting this to reverse go back, which it did. I'm getting really good at reading market like this now. So Yeah. Um, we ended up coming back down, rejecting this area, rejecting a full sweep, and then we had a mini resweep. And then I didn't actually like this initial reaction, as you can see here. So I actually moved to the 2 minute and the 3 minute. I'm not gonna go on my top stack X just because it's harder, but as you can see, we ended up inversing a 2 minute, which was my initial entry. Um, and then not only that, I started layer. So I laid in some entries on the 2 minute, and then we had like a 2 minute BPR. Maybe I should actually go. So as you can see, we this is the 2 minute now, and look at how much better the 2 minute looks. Because obviously the 3 minute here still the 3 minute has a V shape. We just took a while inversing it. So did we inverse it on that? No, I didn't. Um, it was the 2 minute. So because the 1 minute didn't have the V shape that I wanted, which is fine. It's actually even better if we have it on a high time frame. So we had the resweep, the V shape, and this is where I started layering in entries. And then as we got the retrace, I did layer in some more entries, and then I also waited for the 5 minute inverse. Because oh, and this was the next thing. Look, so on this retrace here, let's hide this a second. We had this 5 minute gap found, and we didn't. We rejected this. Well, actually, a 5 minute BPR, but also this 5 minute gap, which I wanted. I'm not joking. I literally missed stop loss by let's have a look. Yeah, because it was at 30. Oh, there you go. So like a quarter of a point, like crazy. Almost got stopped. And then after that, we rejected. We inversed the 5 minute, which was great. And then this yellow one is a 4 hour gap. This one here, which we now have inversed. For some reason, the data hasn't collected from yesterday. I don't know if that was because of the outage, but anyway, we came up into this 4 hour gap and then we started seeing some resistance. So, like here, some really, really bad resistance. So, as you can see here, look, come up into this 4 hour gap, started reversing, came down. Now, I've been doing this the last week or so where I've been trusting microstructure and I've either exited or I've set to break even too early. Because we did take out this high, but we left this high and now we had relative equal highs here. And then we had all these relative equals highs, which was truly my biggest draw. Um, so yeah, we came down anyway. And then look at this. Oh, this was the other thing. So ES, after it swept here, as you can see, it pushed up quite high, where NQ did NQ pushed, but not as high, and we inversed the 15 minute on this one as well. ES pushed all the way up here. Now I knew because of they weren't in line with each other and NQ was lagging heavily, that once ES was going to retrace, it would probably push NQ a bit further down, which is around my break even point. So I kept my bias because the overall sentiment was bullish. We had all the reason to see higher. So I didn't set to break even for exactly that reason. And as you can see, we came down. I was waiting for this 5 minute to inverse and I was tempted to close. We did, but it was very weak, so I trusted it. I mean, even the 3 minutes inverse, so it was just one of those things. But we soon recovered, which is what I wanted to say. Obviously, if we kept going down and down and down, I may have closed, but because of the rejection and how price acted, and now look, we came back up. And now once we inverse this 5 minute, I was tempted to break even again, but I just said no because look, it could swipe down a second time, and look what happened. It came right back down. Tagged my entry point. It seems that the price action recently has been targeting entry points or tight stop losses before continuing higher. It never used to do that, but now it has been doing. So maybe they're trying to get people who set to break even play it safe, like I was doing. Um, But yeah, we came up, we smacked these relative equal highs. I then moved to break even. I thought that was a safe spot, and my actual draw was Asia high for the day, which ES did end up hitting. Well, on the first leg, it actually hit it and then moved up higher. Um, but I just set the tape. Oh, there was no news today, by the way. Like no news Monday, um, no news Tuesday, and no news Wednesday, and then small news Thursday, and then it's CPI on Friday, uh, which I won't be trading anyway. But anyway, so yeah, I just set my take profit to the maximum I can make on the account, which is 4,500 or 3%, um, for a day, which I obviously hit, as you can see. And now I'm 3.2% from passing, which is great. Which means I have just less than the extra 1% drawdown. I have like 3.7% drawdown instead of 3%, which is great. Um, but yeah, this is what happens, so I'm not joking. My take profit got hit, like literally. So I almost got stopped by literally a quarter of a point, and look, half a point take profit just ticked over, and then it instantly reversed in the same candle, and then it just dumped all the way to my break even. So I would have got stopped if I had honestly, if my take profit was literally like that, would reverse. But I was at around this point, I was tempted to take some out just because I've seen that before, where it's like almost hit and it's just instantly reversed. But it's an eval. If I was on a live funded, I would have took profits here. So what's that? I wanted to, but I see. I would have took like easily half or even 80% position out, which would have been like 2k, like the rest run. Um, and then just trail my stop loss in profit anyway. That's how I'll do a live account. But on the fundeds, on the evals, got to be a bit more aggressive to pass them, and it paid off. But 2 trades last week I missed because I set to break even too early, basically. So I learned from that lesson. I don't care anymore. If I fail an eval, it's fine because I'll just buy another one. It's that simple. So yeah, that's it for the day. But yeah, so especially once we move past this 4 hour and 5 minute, I was getting a lot more confident. And obviously after we took out these relative equal highs, it was just it was a good trade because look, we had this. I know we had accumulation here, and we technically had a manipulation here and distribution, but I also counted this as the pre-market um, accumulation. We had a manipulation for the London low, tagged more into this, and then yeah, hit deeper. So super good day. I also will point out that I do think, because now look at the daily candle, we're about to form a daily fair value gap, including, I don't know if this price opening gap got hit. But anyway, I can easily mark this out now. Look at this daily fair value gap, which has the 4 hour gap and the 1 hour gap overlapping. Let's see if there's anything else. Yeah, look. And we have this very first presented. We have these lows. Um, yeah, I think we're gonna do a retrace tomorrow. Because look, now we've almost got stacked relative equal highs here at all-time highs. So I really think we're just gonna push for this daily gap first. I think we're just gonna close the day tomorrow. Will be either that will be our draw on liquidity. Um, it's too good not to go for. Plus this 4 hour barely retrace. We didn't even get a fill. Like it was just a tag really. Um, so yeah, I'm seeing price dig deeper. So tomorrow I could probably look at something like taking out these highs, maybe even these highs. Or to be fair, we're too close to all-time highs to do that. But some form of high swept, and then yeah, target the thing, or if the daily fair value gap's already filled, continuation longs to all-time highs. That's how it's looking for me. So yeah, super good day. There's no news tomorrow, and there's no news. Oh, there's a little bit of news. So there's nothing really to worry about. There's nothing like, I mean, there's CPI on Friday, but that's generally, and PMI, but that's generally just on the day that you need to worry about it. Price might just chop on Thursday, if anything, but we've got a little bit of news, and I feel like the market makers are going to use this tiny bit of news to push the market. But yeah, Wednesday should be good tomorrow. Today was decent price action. I would. I mean, my model is on the 2 minute, but sorry, on the 1 minute, but you can adapt, you know. If I truly waited for the 5 minute to inverse, I would have got a pretty similar entry look. But and I probably would have risked more from the start. I would have just risked more risk from the start. So yeah, it was a very fortunate day considering two times I got really lucky by almost getting stopped out and I didn't, and then wicking my TP before reversing. That just happened to be where my profit was, but my actual draw was Asia high. But we did have the SMT, so I was being super careful. I understood that price can reverse like that, which it obviously did. Um, so yeah, I'm back on recording the recaps. I'm probably gonna stick with this now. I was still doing my recaps. I was just writing them down, seeing how it fared differently. Um, I may still just jot down in a journal what I'm, you know, just like what happened, my profit or loss for the day, and things like that. I don't want to do. This is going to be my full detail breakdown, but I'd probably still need to write it down somewhere. But yeah, I'll I might upload a recap tomorrow if I trade. If I don't trade, then I won't.